Good morning, friends. It's Jenny, and we are back for another lesson. I hope that you've had a great week so far. I want to tell you another story about Moses this week. I hope that you've learned tons about him this month. It's been super fun for me. I hope that you've liked it too, and just learned about all of the miracles that God has done and that He will do, and the plans that He has for us. It's super cool. Now, before we begin, I just want to remember, probably everyone has it memorized already, but we are this is the last week that we'll go over our memory verse, and it is Psalm 121 verse 2, and it says, "My help comes from the Lord." I bet you already have it memorized. Thanks so much for putting the effort in to do that. It's really going to be good when you go to school and when you go to friends and you can remember Bible verses from the Word of God. It's really helpful. So we are going to talk again about Moses, like I said, but we're going all the way into Exodus chapter 17, and it's verses 8 through 16. Now, at this point, the Israelites had been freed from the Egyptians. They were freed from slavery, and they had miraculously passed through the Red Sea, which is a whole nother cool story that I encourage you to read with your parents if you have the opportunity. And the Israelites were traveling through the wilderness toward the promised land. God provided for them the whole way. He gave them food to eat and water to drink. But then suddenly the Amalekites were attacking them in war. And you have to remember, the Israelites were exhausted. They were exhausted and they were weary, and they were slaves before in Egypt. They didn't have any training to become an army or to fight in a battle. But God made a way for them. And through the hands of Moses, well, really the arms of Moses, He protected them. When Moses lifted his arms up toward the battle, then the Israelites would be winning. But when his arms fell down, then the Amalekites started to win. And so Moses would lift his arms, and he stood above, like on a high place above the battlefield, and he lifted his arms, and through that the Lord was with the Israelites, and they won the battle. They were winning the battle. But as time went on, Moses' arms got super tired. He couldn't hold them up for any longer. You try to hold your arms up for a super long time and see how it works. When Moses got too tired to hold his hands up, Aaron and Hur held them up for him. So one came on this side and held his arm up, and the other came on this side and held his other arm up. And God led the people of Israel into an incredible and unexpected victory. They defeated the Amalekites without having any training to go into battle. And when it was over, the Lord said to Moses, "Be sure to write about this battle in a book, so people will remember. And be sure to tell Joshua, tell him, because I will completely destroy the Amalekites from the earth." And then in thanksgiving, Moses built an altar, and he named it, "The Lord is my banner," and said, "I lifted my hands toward the Lord's throne. The Lord will fight against the Amalekites forever." And just like this, we know that God is always there to protect us. Like He protected the Israelites in the middle of the desert when there was an army that was against them. This week, your challenge is to think of someone in your life who protects you and keeps you safe. Make a thank you card for them and tell them that you appreciate them. It can look like anything, but this is what I started. If it's somebody that's in your home, you can just give it to them. But if you need to, you can fold it up and put it in an envelope and mail it to them and have your parents help you. Also, remember to thank God for always keeping you safe, even when you can't see Him with your physical eyes. I'll be back on Saturday, friends, and we'll have some more activities that we can share with you. If you feel like this lesson was super short today, it kind of was. And so if you think that you want to do something else, I would encourage you with your parents or another adult to go back into the book of Exodus and read about how the Israelites crossed the Red Sea with Moses and with God's help. We'll see you back on Saturday and we'll have some more fun activities. Bye for now, friends. Thanks for joining me today.